said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will put it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sperry. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Lost to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
It's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw at Sperry. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Handoff to the single back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Get set, get set.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Wants to throw. It's Sperry. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Give to the single back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At midfield, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Nice move there. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. After run, now throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Murray. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Toss sweep to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! He stood tall in the pocket, held his ground, and delivered a strike despite taking that hit.
I'm impressed with this quarterback, boy. In the pocket like that, you've got all these bodies. Guys are trying to grab you, and guys are trying to shield your vision downfield. He knew he was going to get popped. And he was able to stand in the pocket calmly and deliver a strike downfield.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the toss. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got his man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Got the first down and more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Berry. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Seminoles will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. And now the ball is not free.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. finds a seam. Touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Might as well give it to him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. Brings into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sperry. rifles it down the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Takes a hit as he fired. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
To the air on 2nd down. This time he's got it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Berry. This one's complete. Push down for the tackle. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for a deep man. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Finds some fresh air. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Catch in the middle is Gage. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He now has 111 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Huskers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. It's a seam wide open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Snap it to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way.
Easy. Belly stutter.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coaching. That they will take the penalty. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. To throw, it's Sperry. Under fire. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Gage. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he Chasing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Some people in this situation would say take it in. Some people say let the clock run out. I'll go win it in overtime. I say go for it. I like it. I think the coach says the same thing. Passing the ball a little bit down the field here. Be aggressive. Don't try to get the win.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Finds his big tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Line is set on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Huskers will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. It's gone! A booming kick to win the game. And they've regained the lead. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you can see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.
it.